What's up YouTube, Heroic Master here, bringing you guys my concept deck profile for the beginning of February 2017. Yes guys, this is a concept deck profile. I'm not actually going to say the name until I actually get through and tell you what the deck is. But it's based around using a specific card to combat your opponent from getting out-toed. So it stops your opponent from getting out-toed if you get the right cards. But in doing so, you can actually get out-toed yourself. And it also does a bunch of other stuff, and I'll explain in further depth. But I'll also do combo videos of this deck later on in the month. But I've just been hesitant on doing a video because of the ban list. We are due for one. I've been waiting for it. I've been waiting for Raging Tempest, which comes out this weekend. But I've decided that I might as well bring you this video now because oh, sorry for the bump in my camera. I'm just a bit uncomfortable where I'm sitting. But I actually picked up a Totally Awesome today. A good friend of mine actually pulled it, and I ended up getting it off him. But anyway, let me just get into the deck profile, guys. I will try to explain my card choices as much as possible and tell you why exactly I think this is good up against the Toad matchup, but it's not exactly meta. It's not exactly rogue either, but I'll explain. So, first off, I run 3 Slime Jr. This is probably one of your easiest cards to go into Totally Awesome, because all you have to do is to open up with 2 and already have one engraved. So you can just normal summon 1, special summon the 1 from hand, and special summon the 1 from special summon the 1 from grave, and special summon the 1 from hand. Make it Totally Awesome. And then you already have send target for Totally Awesome as well as himself, so you can add this back from, so you can add either himself or him back to the extra deck. But yeah, so Graydles Slime, and also his last effect is actually relevant, because when he's destroyed by battle, or if it's destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, special summon a Graydle. So the deck is based on using Graydles, getting out Totally Awesome, and other synchro monsters to practically beat over your opponent really easily. So it is Graydles. I run 3 of the normal slime as well, but I can't find my other 2, which is really unfortunate. But basically, he just helps you get into your high level synchros a lot easier than Slime Jr. He's also level 5, so you can use him for rank 5 plays if you want. Or once they get down, you can make Bahamut Shark in this deck. So you can get out Totally Awesome that way. Then I run 3 of every other Graydle, so that's 3 Alligator, 3 Cobra, and 3 Eagle. Because you can make Totally Awesome using these cards. So basically, when the Destroy by Battle or Spell, Trap, Monster effect, you can target a face-up monster your opponent controls, equip this card to that target, and while this card's equipped to a monster by this effect, take control of it. So you basically just get a snatch steal your opponent's monster. But if the Graydle monster equipped, so if Eagle attaches onto a Totally Awesome and you take it and they didn't negate it, and Eagle gets destroyed, so does the Totally Awesome it's equipped. That's it for monsters. So I run a pure, so it's only 15 monsters, pure Graydles, so I can fit in some more support cards like Graydle Impact. So this searches all your Graydles at the end during the end phase, and it's got a Scrap Dragon effect when you can target another Graydle card you control and a card your opponent controls and destroy them. But you can you can either add or pop. You can't do both. Now the card which I've been talking about is 3 a Legendary Ocean and the Terraforming. So a Legendary Ocean, it's treated as Umi when face up on the field. All water monsters gain 200 attack and defense, meaning Toad goes up to 2/4. So Darklaw has to suicide. And it reduces the level of all water monsters in both players' hands and on the field by 1. So against the Paleozoic Frog matchup, against the Totally Hero matchup, their water monsters go to level 3, so they can only go into Acid, which is the only water monster they can go for. So, and this also reduces your Graydle level 3s to level 2, so you can overlay naturally. And it also has a good effect. It also works well with spamming out multiple Graydle Dragons, which I'll show you later. But a Legendary Ocean, it just gives your water monsters an extra 200 attack and reduces their levels, so you can do more combo plays and stop your opponent. So the concept behind a Legendary Ocean is for the Paleozoics and the frogs to reduce the level by 1, and then they can't do anything about it, because Paleozoics, with Paleozoics, the only spells they run are like Desires, and that's it from all the players I've seen. And otherwise, the only way to get rid of this is Demonuscus, I think. So the Karma Cut one and the MST one is the only way to get rid of this. Which most of the time they either draw or banish off Desires. So the 4 Legendary Ocean, I say 4 because of the terraforming, but you really want to see this in your opening hand as soon as possible against the Frog or Paleozoic matchup, or the Totally Hero matchup, so they can't make Toad or Bahamut Shark. But as I said, Slime becomes level 4 when you activate a Legendary Ocean. So if you open up a couple Slime or something, you can actually make Totally Awesome by using Bahamut Shark. So, and all the Graydles are Aquas, so Totally Awesome has Send outlets. Going on to the rest of the support spells, I run 2 Surface, 2 Salvage, 2 more of Greed, and 1 Aquarium Stage. Now the Surface is just to revive your level 3 or lower Graydles, so you can go into another Totally Awesome or Synchro Summon. The Salvage is to add back to add back a Slime Junior and another Graydle, or 2 Slime Juniors, so you can make the Totally Awesome, like I said in the beginning of the video. More of Greed, just to shuffle back 2 and draw 3, so you can redo up your hand. And the Aquarium Stage, for when you do get Totally Awesome out, it can't be destroyed by battle with a non-water monster. So Darklaw, if you got this and a Legendary Ocean on board, Darklaw can't destroy it, meaning Darklaw gets suicided, kills itself. While it's on the field, it can't be destroyed by battle, which is awesome. And if this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, target 1 Aqua-type monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of this turn except Aqua, which pretty much every other card in the deck is. So with Aquarium Stage, you can actually revive Totally Awesome back from the grave, which is probably one of the best things I'm actually thinking about now. So I might bump a stage up a little bit more, because the purpose of the deck is to actually keep your Graydles on board until you go into a Legendary Ocean, and then make your combo plays from there with Totally Awesome. But that's it for spells. Now for traps. I'll keep you to the side. I run 3 Graydle Combat, but I would rather Strikes. This is just 4 options. So if they activate something, like if they go Castel onto my Eagle or something, I can negate the effect and destroy that card, or destroy the target instead of shuffle it back. So I would prefer Strikes or D-Barrier, but they're only Graydles, so I'm just running Combat, and I'm too poor for Strikes. If you haven't seen my front page, my folder, I will put that up later, but when I say I'm too poor for Strikes, I'm probably gonna, say, but you've got all this in your folder, but no. 3 Graydle Split, probably one of the best traps of the deck, because if you've got Totally Awesome on board, and you split it, it gains 500 attack, meaning from the 22 to 27, meaning a lot of the meta cards can't get over it. Mithrilium can't get over it unless they pop it. Darklaw can't get over it. Blue Eye still can though, unless you get 2, and you should be good. But the basis of the deck is getting out Totally Awesome and continuously using its effect to wear down your opponent, and then end up gaming them with a couple of Toads. 1 Parasite, because you want to get your Graydles out, and also you could take your opponent's Totally Awesome as well. So if they have no monsters and you attack with a Graydle, you can special summon the Totally Awesome from their grave to their side of the field, attack into it, it gets destroyed, and then you can special summon the Toad, take the Toad, and then you can use the Toad. Which I find awesome, because, I find that totally awesome. Wow, that joke though. Yeah, but with Graydles, you can actually take Totally Awesome and manipulate it, because you do have Aquas, so you can use it for 1 turn. Then I run 3 Poseidon Wave. So every single monster in the deck is Aqua, and so is Totally Awesome, Graydle Dragon, and I would run some other Aquas in the extra deck, but at the moment I've only got a few. pretty much this is a Mirror Force, but it inflicts damage to your opponent, and I don't like Blazing Mirror Force. I'd rather this, because it inflicts 800 damage for every Fish, Sea Serpent, or Aqua type monster you control. You got a full board of Aqua, and they attack you twice. The first attack, negate it with Poseidon Wave, 4k. Next attack, game. So Poseidon Wave actually does help you out a lot. And finally, I run one Abyss Strom, just because, you know, if your opponent's got like a Vanities and like 3 other traps set, and you have 2 a Legendary Ocean in your hand in this set, just activate one, go Abyss Strom, send it to the grave, then send, not destroy, send all other spell trap cards your opponent controls to the grave, and then reactivate a Legendary Ocean and just continue your plays. So Abyss Strom's actually really powerful because it doesn't destroy. So if your opponent has Sky Iris, I can't target them or destroy them by card effects, but I can still Abyss Strom them. So that's awesome. But that's it for the deck. Now for the extra deck. I'm just going to leave the XZs till the end. I run triple Graydle Dragon. I just don't have the third one. So triple Graydle Dragon, because it does come in really clutch if you have one Graydle Dragon on the field, a Legendary Ocean, as well as one Graydle Slime Jr. in hand and another in grave. It just becomes really clutch. Because what you can do, right, I'll just do another combo quite quickly. Right, so if you've got one of these in grave, one of these on board, and one of these in hand, right? Let me just... I've got to constantly change this. Sorry, guys. But, yeah, so if you've got this on board, this in grave, and this in hand, you want to normal summon this, use the effect to special list from grave, with the Legendary Ocean. Legendary Ocean. Their levels get reduced, meaning Graydle Dragon goes to 7, Slime Jr. goes to 1. Sync these 2 into another dragon, then pop 2 cards, then sync these 2 for another dragon, pop another 2 cards. And the first dragon you actually summoned, depending on what you summoned it with, if you summoned it with Junior and 2 other Graydles, you can actually pop 3 cards, and then once you go this, sync into this, pop 2 cards, then this, sync into this, pop another 2, when you summon that. So basically you've got 7 destruction, 7 card destruction right there, just by having a Legendary Ocean, because it does come in really clutch. So 3 dragon, but I only have 2. Then just other standard level 8s, Stardust, Spark, Hot Red Dragon, Archfiend, just because I was trying to find some other Aqua type and Water type synchros, and I don't really have any. I would run Trish in here, if you really wanted to, but the only way to really make that is to go a Legendary Ocean with 4 Graydles and a Slime Jr. But really, it's just not worth it to go into that. But, so, yeah. But just having these does help, because the Sparks protect your Toad for a turn. Once, and then Stardust, so they don't Regeki. So if they go Regeki to bait out the Toad, you can just send the Stardust to negate the Dark Hole they might have. And then finally, I do run a Toad, but I only have one, because I only picked up one today from the friend, like I said. But I would run 3, because it comes in so clutch against the meta. Like, even against the mirror, like, not mirror match, but another frog matchup. You can actually abuse this aquarium stage. So pretty much once you've got that, this and a Legendary Ocean activated, as well as a couple of Graydles in hand, your Totally Awesome is invincible. Like, it's untouchable. Because, stage, Totally Awesome can't be destroyed by battle with a non-mortal monster. Split goes up to 2-7. A Legendary Ocean goes up to 2-9. You have an Aqua type? Oh, good, you can send it to negate a Regeki. Boom! You can wreck other Toads with this, and not have to get rid of that. I mean, the protection that this deck has for Toad is just... I've been testing this deck, not the Toad version, but I have been testing the Graydle deck with the Legendary Ocean. It's been going really well. So I might bring you guys some combo videos later on for how to open up with a totally awesome, or how to end up with the Grail Dragon combo, or whatever. But leave that down in the comments if you want to see a combo video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. Go check out Jack of Luck, Mild Entertainment Jack of Luck, for gaming videos. I think the last one he did was Odin Sphere. That's actually a funny one because I was there with him, and he spent the first 10 minutes talking, and then I forgot my mic was on, so I turned it afterwards, and it's just the first 10 minutes of him talking to himself, pretty much. So go check him out. Go check out Mild Entertainment's Shadow Flame. They should be featured on my channel. Shadow Flame hasn't done much, but once I start up my gaming channel, I might, but if I start up a gaming channel, he'll definitely get some videos up and get some content. But hope you guys liked the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, as I said. And this is Heroic Master signing out. I hope you found this video mildly entertaining. Totally awesome.